Do you run TikTok ads, Facebook ads? If so, then I'm pretty sure that you're familiar with ad fatigue. Ad fatigue is when you have a profitable campaign, want to scale it up, but for some reason, it's just cracked down after it was extremely profitable. And the reason for that is super simple. The ads are burned, so there's an ad fatigue which just jump in. And in this video, we will talk about ad fatigue and native advertising. Because, let me talk about the good news. The good news is there is no very big ad fatigue on native ads. So let's directly jump in. Hi everyone, my name is Marcel Sattler. I'm the founder of PurpleBlack, a native advertising only agency. So what we're doing on a daily basis is we run profitable performance native advertising campaigns on platforms like Taboola, Outbrain, Yahoo Gemini, and many more. And because we're managing a lot of client projects, we're also managing big accounts where we spend 30–40K per day. And normally when you do that on a platform like TikTok, you have a massive ad fatigue. So run those ads, see those creatives are working, but unfortunately just a few days after they run very profitable, it burns down completely because of the fact that everyone already on TikTok saw your ads. So in this video, I will talk a lot of two extreme samples. One of them is TikTok because TikTok has a very high ad burn rate. And on the other hand side, I'm talking about native ads, which have a very low ad burn rate, also when you spend a lot of money. Something in between is Facebook, because on Facebook, if you spend a lot of money, you also have a big issue with ad fatigue. But let's jump back to TikTok, because on TikTok, it's a video platform, it's a creative platform. And we all know that creatives is a very time-consuming process, because not just you have to find the right fit, but also you have to create this content, you have to double check everything, and so on and so forth. So it's very time consuming, especially when you drop it out to some co-workers, to a team, or when you use user-generated content here. So always creating new content due to ad fatigue is always, or is give you the feeling always to run behind the problem, run behind those ads, because you never can enjoy the profitability of some ads, because you're always in scare mode that the ads or the campaigns might be unprofitable or affected by ad burn, ad fatigue in the next couple of days. So therefore, it's a very I would say unrelaxing feeling, because you're always in scary mode. On the other hand side, you have native ads. And on native ads, you have way less ad fatigue. I would not say that there is no ad fatigue, because that would be wrong. But yes, there is ad fatigue, but it's way less than, for example, on TikTok. Why is that? Because when we think about, or when we talk about platforms like TikTok, yes, TikTok is a huge platform. They have, I don't know how many million users already, but they have very cheap CPMs, and you're reaching with 30–40K per day, a lot of people. So when you run a campaign with 30K per day, you reach a lot of TikTok users in the US within just 2 or 3 days. And same game on Facebook. Yes, I know Facebook, or Meta as it's called yet, has Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and so on. But it's still just one company. Therefore, a lot of people are not using Instagram. A lot of people are not using TikTok. And here we're talking about the open web. And the open web is native advertising, because native ads with traffic sources like Taboola and Outbrain, they are implemented almost everywhere. Not just on news pages, but also on blogs or many other pages out there. So no one have to install an app. No one have to use a Facebook account or so on. So they just can jump into the internet and see native ads. And every one of us, every internet user, see native ads every day. And if you compare them on TikTok or Facebook, you're always just talking about, of course, a huge audience, but just from one company. And on native, we are talking about the whole internet. Therefore, you have way more users, and therefore ad fatigue will start very late if you compare it with other platforms there. Also, when you spend 20, 30, 40K per day. And what I mean by longer, I not just mean instead of 3 days, you can let your ads run 7 days. No, that's not the fact. I mean with long, really, really long, above multiple weeks. And that's some crucial part of native advertising, because TikTok ads, social ads in general, are sometimes a roller coaster. So in the beginning, you have good numbers, you have a cheap CPA, but when you scale it up, the CPA explodes and you have to fight them. Then you have ad fatigue and many other problems. Of course, there are also some benefits, like a very smart algorithm, for example, on Facebook, or a very cheap CPM, for example, on TikTok. But when we talk about native, we're not talking about the same mechanism there, because native ads are, especially in the beginning, expensive. But when native ad traffic sources gather enough data, the CPA went down cheaper and cheaper. So it's exactly vice versa to, for example, Facebook. And the big benefit for me personally here is that when you have a profitable campaign, you can scale it up without any problems, without any scaling issues, and you don't have to hope or pray that everything is going well, because ad fatigue just starts way later. Another good news here is on native, the creating process of images is way easier than on TikTok, because we all know on social platforms videos are working very well. On TikTok you just can use videos, but also on Instagram a lot of advertisers, a lot of marketers are using videos. And videos are nice. I really like videos, but unfortunately they are very time consuming and expensive to produce, also when you use user-generated content. And the good news here is on native, you have to know the mechanism, how the ads are working or how the pictures are working. But we're just talking about pictures in the most cases here. So it's very easy to create them when you know how you make it right. So let's recap it very fast, because of course I can spend a lot of more time into it and say everything about native, but it doesn't make sense for this video. I just want to recap it, because when you're facing ad fatigue, ad burn problems currently, and you're already spending a good amount of money on platforms like TikTok, like Facebook, like Instagram, you should keep an eye on native advertising traffic sources like Taboola and Outbrain. Not just because scaling could be very profitable there, but also because ad fatigue starts way later. And if you want to find out more about native advertising in general, I would invite you to subscribe my channel and of course activate the bell to get notified when I upload a new video here on YouTube about native advertising. I hope you liked that video, and I would extremely appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. Have a good one. See you next time.